It's my turn.
Top 10. Can I announce it? Top 10 Saturday morning cartoons
Oh boy.
when we were growing up.
Now I only use the
Top
ones that
10 Saturday morning cartoons.
Now here's the thing: is like G.I. Joe came out before I was born, so I'm not using any of those. That came out like,
Yeah.
Like 83 and stuff like that. I wasn't born until 84. So, and I wouldn't remember them at 3 years old or 2 years old anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Keep going. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. Number 10. Ed, you remember the Flintstone Kids?
I sure do.
That was a great cartoon. I remember it came on. That was the first one I would watch. 7 a.m. I'd be there with my chocolate milk, my 3 donuts, losing lots of weight.
Losing lots of weight. Damn, 3 donuts. Golly, dude.
It was really 4. I was trying to make myself more skinny.
Yeah, Flintstone Kids. Yep, pretty good. All right, Grant. My number 10 is Garfield and Friends.
Okay, that's my number 9, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it?
Sure is.
All right, so Garfield and Friends. Let me pull up the picture. But yeah, Garfield and Friends, dude, was always my jam.
It was
I
good.
always loved Garfield when I was a kid. Then they like try to remake it into like that 3D look.
Yeah, it was stupid.
It was dumb.
Wait, which one had Jennifer
My
Love
kids
Hewitt in
didn't
it?
like it. What's that?
Which one had Jennifer Love Hewitt in it?
What the hell? Let me move that. There we go. Oh, I can't remember.
Because she's hot, so it made it worth it.
Yep. Okay, Grant, go.
All right, so that was my number 9.
Oh, God. My number 9, Grant, is the real Ghostbusters.
Okay.
They came out on Saturdays, even though it was kind of they ran that for a while.
Yeah, they did.
The real Ghostbusters, they ran it for a while. But yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. I would say
that was a CBS one. I was more of an ABC.
Well, I was more of a what channels I had.
Well, you didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice.
I had like
3 channels.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me get this. But yeah, so I was always a big Ghostbusters fan. The movies, cartoons, fucking everything. I love Ghostbusters, dude. All right, go ahead, Grant.
Number 8, Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Denver the Last... Oh, I remember that.
Yep. Denver the Last Dinosaur. He's our friend and a whole lot more.
Denver the Last Dinosaur. Did it ever bring this back?
No. I think it probably only ran for 1 season, but I love this show.
I remember it. I don't think I was into it, though. I don't think I was into it. Why does my images keep, like, going there? Anyway.
Look at that. Boy, that's 80s right there. Totally tubular, man.
Yeah. Grant. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. What was that?
I used to always wake up to them in the morning.
Right?
Yep. They were my alarm clock when I was a kid. Like, because I had my TV set to come on at a certain time,
Yep.
And I'd always hear that intro music.
Yeah, I loved Alvin and Chipmunks. All right, go ahead.
Number 7, Tasmania.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Remember Tasmania?
Yep.
Love Tasmania. I love Taz. He was my favorite. He was my favorite Looney Tune.
Yeah, me too. All right, Tasmania.
Yeah, man. Because this was the one where it was like him and his family. So it was his whole family. He had a sister, Tasmania's sister. Mm-hmm. I don't remember all their names, but mom and dad.
Big old lipstick.
Yep.
All right. Number 7.
Yes.
7. Let's see. I think that this was more after school thing, mainly. That's what I recall. Like after school cartoons was Captain Planet.
Yeah, that was like a Sunday morning thing for me where I was living.
This was like after school special when the cartoons would come on like at 4.
Oh yeah,
or like 3:30 or something.
Oh yeah, no, that whole look. I'm going to tell you that whole block was Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, Power Rangers, and before that used to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep. But yeah, Captain Planet was the shit, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Except my T, who's the most worthless person on the planet.
Yeah. All right.
Like, who wants to be Hart?
Yeah, who wants to be Hart?
That's dumb.
It's funny. Like, I just wanted to watch him like beat up, I guess, the bad guys. I didn't really care about saving the planet.
It was too nice. Like, they should have had Captain Planet like be a dickhead, but he also had a mullet.
You know, when they catch the criminals or whatever, the polluters, stuff like that.
He'd always instead of like arresting them, he'd always give them a talking to.
Yeah, I never cared about like saving the planet. I was just like, beat his ass.
I know. I'm thinking if I was a Wheeler, I'd catch his ass on fire.
Yeah. All right, Grant, go ahead.
Number 6, the original Looney Tunes, man.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Can't go wrong with that.
I loved it, dude. My favorite. I'd always love the Coyote Roadrunner was my favorite. Was always my favorite one of all of them.
Yeah. I like the oh my god, what is the he wore like the helmet and he had a he was like
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, they had a space guy.
Yeah, Marvin the Martian.
Who else? Here, let me pull a picture up real quick. Looney Tunes, bam.
What's crazy is the guy Mel what's his name, Mel Blanc or whatever, did the voice for everybody on here just about.
Yeah. Daffy Duck was always a classic. I liked Daffy Duck's old stuff.
5-quarter and 8-quarter was good. I say.
Yep.
But you know what's funny is people thought that's how people in the South talked. Like, we don't talk like that. Like, I mean, that might have been how they talked.
Gonzalez. Yeah.
But like, that's how they talked in like Georgia in like the 1800s.
Pepe Le Pew, man, you look back, that dude was a little freak.
Yeah, he was kind of a. Oh yeah, they'd cancel him today.
He's kind of rapey.
Oh yeah, they'd cancel him today.
Yeah. Prepared artist said Chipmunks made a good movie too. The old one, yeah. Dude, here's another one that came on. I don't have it on my list because it was technically on after school. What was that? What was that shit called? It wasn't Tailspin. It was.
Oh, I love Tailspin. Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, that stuff came on after. I mean, it came
after
on
school,
Saturday morning too, but it came on after school also.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what was that? Number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6, Grant. I was debating on this one, but mine was Pinky and the Brain.
Okay.
I love Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it's hilarious.
Yep.
And there was another one similar to this, but my mom wouldn't let me watch it for a little while. But that one came on, I think, Nickelodeon.
Oh, Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me watch it for a while.
He said people in Georgia still talk like that. They talk like they got molasses coming out their mouth.
They do. In Mississippi, too.
I say there.
Mississippi.
Hey there, Mr. Gentleman.
All right, Grant, you're number 5. But anyway, yeah, my number 6 was Pinky and Brain.
Number 5 is Sonic the Hedgehog, the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, dude. That was good.
The original. I was only aired for like 2 seasons, but it was great.
Yeah. It went away.
Oh yeah, Rescue Rangers also came on after school too. What that whole
that's what I was thinking. Rescue.
Rangers. it was so that whole thing was Rescue Ranger because
that was the Chipmunks, right?
Albert and Chipmunks were Rescue Rangers. No, it was Chip and Dale.
Someone else.
Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale. Yeah.
So it was because they had Chip and Dale, they had Gadget, the girl, and Monterey Jack, the fat one.
Yeah, Monterey Jack.
And Zipper the Fly or whatever his name was. No, but they had so that whole thing was DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck. Dude, there were some God, man, these kids will never know like good cartoons anymore, man. That's what's sad.
Was it? I'm not going to find a picture. I think it's called The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's something, yeah. You know what Sonic looks like.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. What was that? Number 5.
Yes.
Number 5. I'm going with DuckTales, dude. Number 5.
Okay.
DuckTales. That was awesome. Scrooge McDuck.
Oh yeah.
And the video game. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
Video game was awesome.
It was made by Capcom.
Yep.
If it was made today, they'd turn it into Resident Evil.
They would.
They would.
All right, go ahead. Number 4.
Number 4, man. The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good, man.
That was good. All right. Now, my number 4. This is where we get into good stuff. My number 4, Grant, is Spider-Man animated series.
The Adventures of Spider-Man. Yep.
No, I love those.
It was good.
All right. And your number 3?
My number 3, Gummi Bears.
Really?
Do you remember Gummi Bears?
I remember it, but you like that?
Dude, I love that show because they would drink the juice and they'd bounce all over the place.
Care Bears or whatever.
I didn't say Care Bears. It's Gummi Bears.
All right.
Yeah, dude, they lived in a magical forest.
Anyway, my number 3.
Don't you hate them? Don't you
fucking Gummi Bears?
Dude, Gummi Bears was great. It wasn't like Care Bears, dude.
Grant, my number 3 is the original Thundercats.
Okay.
That was my jam. I love some damn Thundercats. They tried to remake it and it was all right. It wasn't that good. But yeah, the original Thundercats was awesome.
You probably thought I bet you thought you were lying though.
I did.
All right, fuck you wanted fucking
the
fat one.
What? All right, go ahead.
Number 2, X-Men. The original X-Men.
You know, I was based off the Adventures of X-Men comic. Did you know that? Did you know that?
You see this face? This face looks like it cares.
No, but I'm just dropping some knowledge on you, buddy. The original X-Men cartoon was based off the comics, The Adventures of X-Men.
Okay, wow. Anyway,
it was more kid friendly. It was more kid friendly,
but not X-Men '97. The original X-Men.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Then who the fuck are you talking to?
Well, I'm talking to the world.
Oh shit, the world, huh? The world. All right. What was that? Your number 2, right?
Yep.
Here, let me put that X-Men image up. Put that X-Men image up. X-Men. All right. Let's see. My number 2 is. Let me find my list. There it is. All right. My number 2, Grant, was X-Men the animated series.
Okay.
92. Yep.
Number 1 is the GOAT. It's the GOAT. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's the GOAT, man.
Of course it is.
This, and then when they brought it in like on a daily after school, oh boy,
dude. Not only that, like we ate really good right there because we got this and we got the movie. The first one.
Yes. Even the second one was okay. The third one was terrible.
Yeah. But the first one was awesome.
Yeah.
They did a good job on that. There it is.
I was like, oh my God. Raphael said, damn, this is so adult. It's like, I felt like I was watching a rated R movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this was awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
They brought everyone in.
Now, I will say this.
City,
I will say like this. I will say like the fifth, once they switched to like NBC or whatever, the quality started going down.
This really reinvigorated Teenage Mutant Turtles, like bottom line. Do you remember? They were going through like all the weird shit, like stupid looking turtles. This dropped, and the movies dropped, and then bam, boy, selling figures. They made so much money during that time,
dude.
I wish I could try to change them, and it was like they went through a period again when they tried to change them around. Didn't really work out.
Well, this is where they started messing up. Is they had all the original figures, and I got mine somewhere. I wish I could find them. But I would like to buy the original 4, like still in their package eventually one day.
I had their van. I had the. Oh God!
But where they started getting dumb was when they were doing like Leonardo and like the hockey gear, like sports memorabilia, stuff like that.
Yeah, they got stupid with that.
This became a money grab. Then people bought it.
Rescue Rangers Prepared Artists would be a runner up for me. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
This is a pretty hard one. There's a lot of them.
There's so many, man.
I like Animaniacs. I like Scooby Doo. I love
Scooby-Doo.
Transformers, dude.
No, you remember what was it?
Oh my
A
god, why
pup
didn't
named
I add
Scooby-Doo.
Transformers to this fucking
Remember
list?
a pup named Scooby-Doo where they're all the kids?
Yeah, yep.
But here's the thing: is like I just went by things that I remember watching. Like I couldn't. There's so many I couldn't even remember.
I forgot one.
What?
This would probably be like my number 2.
What?
He-Man.
Oh yeah. He-Man was good.
He-Man was awesome.
He-Man was more like my brother era, like He-Man and G.I. Joe.
But I remember watching it on.
Well, yeah, but I'm just going by like
all the time.
I'm just there were like what are the reruns. I was going by like newer stuff that like came out for us.
Like it was like He-Man and Thundercats, Transformers. It was all those like because I remember Thundercats eventually got popular, but He-Man was always awesome. Then we got that awesome movie with
Dolph Lundgren.
It's
tight.
He has Prepared Arts still has issue 1 of the comic.
Oh damn, that's nice.
Yeah. What else was there? They had Schoolhouse Rock, but that was old. Like that was real old, but it still came on every now and then.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock.
And then I remember this. I remember after Winnie the Pooh used to be the last one that would come on. It'd come on from 10:30 to 11.
Batman the animated series back in the early 90s. That was good too.
That came on after school though for me.
Yeah.
So that's when I would watch it. But this is how it always ended. I'll never forget this. Winnie the Pooh was always from 10:30 to 11. That was the last one. Boy, you know what came on at 11?
What?
WWF Saturday Night or Saturday Wrestle or whatever the name was.
Oh. You ever watch the Smurfs?
Yeah, who didn't watch the Smurfs, man?
Smurfs was good.
There's a lot. I mean, dude.
Gargamel.
But you remember this? Oh God, man, they had the Smurfs. Then they made the Snorks. Remember the Snorks?
I remember the Snorks.
Yeah, it was like come along with the Snorks. Like it was basically the same thing. They were just underwater.
But Grant, there was a cartoon, or I would say anime, that eventually came on in the mid 90s.
Okay,
maybe even a little bit earlier. But you had to wake up. This is before it got popular, Grant. But you had to fucking wake up at like 04 in the morning on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're about to say because I remember watching it, waking up in the middle of the night and seeing it.
Yeah. It's Dragon Ball Z. Before anyone knew what the fuck it was, before it got popular in America.
Yep.
Dude, the Dragon Ball Z, you would have to wake up very early. But I remember waking up early just one Saturday, like randomly. And I saw it come on and I was mesmerized, dude. Like I could not stop watching it. And they would show 2 episodes back to back.
And the thing about it, the voice actors were different than they are now. Like the voices were so different then.
But they would show it consistently. Those 2 episodes, continuing the episodes every Saturday. They would eventually get to like the Frieza saga,
and then it would start over.
And then that's all they had. Start over. And I used to be so pissed. And, we didn't see it again. We didn't get to continue and watch Goku turn Super Saiyan for the first time until we got the video cassettes.
Yeah. But we also didn't.
Because they started to release the
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z blew up when it went to Toonami.
Yeah.
In like the early 2000s. Like 1999,
yeah, but before
2000.
it even came on there, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, this is talking like.
You had to go to like your obscure electronics store and they would have the video sets.
Dude, I remember we would get. Dude, I remember we would go. Do you remember when I would go up to, I'd go up to the state campus because they had like the T3 super fast internet.
Yeah,
and I would get on like illegal chat rooms and download episodes of like Dragon. So I was watching like the Android Saga before everybody else, and it was in Japanese. I mean, it had subtitles, but I was like, man, and I was like, Ed, I got 5 new episodes. Ed,
I'm telling you, man, we were pioneers of Dragon Ball Z. Not many people knew that it came out like very early 90s.
That's true.
In America, you just had to wake up really early.
Yep.
But yeah, that was awesome. I should have put that in there, honestly, because that was very like I was hooked then, dude. Because no one knew what the fuck I was talking about when I was talking about like Dragon Ball Z. Like no one knew what it was. Yep. And
I love Dragon Ball Z, but I thank God for the Dragon Ball Kai because man, they did have a lot of shitty filler episodes.
Yeah, get rid of all the fillers.
Man, I did not want to watch. I did not want to watch Goku run on Snake Way for 17 episodes, or the episode where he goes and gets his driver's license. Now, those are classic episodes where he goes and gets his driver's license.
It's cool when you get to see it for the first time.
Yeah.
But you remember we had to watch them again like 3 fucking times.
So people
kept
today
resetting the sagas.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing: is people today they see Goku make the spirit bomb to kill Frieza in one episode, buddy. He charged up that spirit bomb for 7 episodes before he threw it in the regular version.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
but boy, when Goku turned Super Saiyan for the first time, we got to see it on that fucking VHS tape, boy.
Yeah,
that shit was the shit.
And that was it. And then they started over.
All right. So yeah, that was our top 10.
Top 10.
That was top 10. We don't have a Toronto Gamer rant, but let's go on to the random game roulette real quick, and then we're going to go straight into Game Fest.
Let's do it.
All right.
We're making good time for that.
Not bad. We're about 30 minutes behind right now. All right.
Maybe they got all the crap out of the way.
All right. So let me pull up this image.
You know what they're doing.